Hey, whack people. This is the OCT, Octavius Haye, and I want to thank you for tuning in to our page today. We greatly appreciate it. If you are listening to the podcast, you can also find it on Podbean. The link will be in the description. And if you listen to our music, you can also listen on SoundCloud and DatPiff. Both links will be in the description also. And as always, please remember to like the video, leave a comment, and to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification button so you're informed every time we drop new content. Now enjoy this whack wisdom. I am whacking off.
It's the WACCast podcast, yeah.
Talk whack to me, talk whack to me,
yeah.
Talk whack to me, talk whack
It's
to me.
the WACCast podcast, yeah.
We talk whack right now. We talk whack right now. We talk whack right now. We talk whack right now.
Programming my horse programming, man. Horseplay all day. Let's go. Whoa. Yeah. What is up, whack people? No. Oh, man. No? Hey, hello, everybody. Thank you for listening. I hope everything's amazing for you all, as always. I'm the Honorable OCT, Octavius Haye, along with my co-host, the Elder E-Rob. And you are listening to the WACCast podcast. E, how you doing, man? Doing really, really good. It is 6/9/21 today. Oh, okay. Yeah, you see, just numbers. Number program. I got you, man. You ready to talk whack today? Numbers in the Matrix, and yeah, let's just talk whack, man. Now, this dude is already talking whack. What you saying about numbers in the Matrix? Numbers in the Matrix, you know, sometimes numbers are people here, but we're just talking right now, man. Getting ahead of me with the whackness today. But zeros and ones, man, that's all. Zeros and ones does compute, does not compute. We're talking about numbers, man. Big box office numbers for the Floyd Mayweather Logan Paul fight. Money. So of course we all know Mayweather took the fight with Logan Paul, famous YouTube guy who him and his brother been getting into a little amateur boxing. I think they all that. And so you know, obviously for money, he wanted to go against the best in the world, and he got the best in the world, man. So what you think about the fight, E? Well, first off, I see this in two perspectives. For one, for the love of boxing, for the boxing people, it's like, man, just knock this guy out, right, man? Yeah. He's too small, whatever, man. He's such an amateur. He's not in your league or whatever. I get that from the boxing guys, but then the entertainment people, there's just the ones for that. Like, I'm just gonna do this for the money. Why not knock him out and just let him stay up or whatever? And now it's like a mythos. So I stayed however many rounds with Floyd and a potential rematch or whatever, and more matches. Like, man, I got with Floyd. Who else can I get with? Any of you hoopers? You see what I'm saying? I mean, I see that from that point of view. Yeah, you're right. I just wanted him to knock him out because I already kind of saw a little bit of the narrative. Well, he hung in there with him. Like, no, he don't get no victory. That was an embarrassing fight, bro. He got tired in the third round. The man, like, hunched over. Floyd just looked at him. Now, he said that he didn't pick him up. I didn't see him pick him up either, but I did see him just stand there while he was hunched over. Yeah, he got stuck. He tired. Got stuck. And he said Floyd whopped him. I think they said Floyd got the most hits ever in a fight or something like that. Yeah, first in the exhibition fight. Like in the exhibition fight. And that was the whole other thing. There's no judges. There's no, this was going to be a no contest. I feel like that's how they wanted it to be. Yeah, true. Some of those memes, though, about the fight was funny. People, of course, social media took to it. Everybody got their opinion. A lot of people saying the fight was boring. Did you think the fight was boring? Well, this is what the Floyd fights usually are. I've seen many Floyd fights, and I get that same kind of reaction. Man, he just dancing, man, he ain't really trying to hit. And I guess the boxing purists, they just want the knockout artists. They want to see slug people. You know what I'm saying? They want to see them. Yeah. And that's just not where it is right now. I guess in this where it is. Especially with Mayweather,
you know, what he's done in his career. He gets his points, and that's how he wins his fights. And yeah, I was watching the man. I just was like, this dude is crafty. He just as fast. If he did lose a step, it wasn't that much of a step, because that boy was, man, that man was bobbing around his head up.
Man.
See, let's see, because we watching it right now. So they say he knocks him. Okay. You know what? If that's what they talking about, they talking about that one. Oh, okay. See, I was talking about the other one where he was literally hunched over. But yeah, I do see. It actually do. I mean, it looked like he put him to sleep. Like the boy's his arms are limping.
Right, with your elbow in the air, bro. Come on, man. Come on. There's some involuntary stuff. That's involuntarily folding to me.
Yeah,
like, he's helping you stay up there, man.
Involuntary folding.
You don't want to look like that, man. Keep your guard up. He did not have his guard up with that one right there.
He did not have his guard up with that one. So yeah, from what we saw, he rocked him and he fell in Floyd's arms, and Floyd, he bent all the way over, was on the ground. Floyd had to hold him. So yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. He must have been too sleepy to remember that.
The footage don't lie, man.
And then he got his brother in the audience talk about he won. It's
I
like,
just stop that. Okay, right. All right. Say he survived or whatever, but winning,
like nah. I mean, like I said, everybody, and I was really scared that people was gonna talk about that narrative. Oh, he survived with him. But I think most people were just saying what it was. Man, it was a bad fight. I didn't think that. I thought that he looked like an amateur in this against Mayweather. He got tired fast. It's one thing, you know, when you train, but when you got that live crowd there, it take a lot of your energy out of you, man.
Just cash it in for the entertainment value. And shout out Chad. Chad Ochocinco got knocked out a little bit earlier than that. You know, he jumped in the ring too.
He did jump in the ring too.
But all in all, I think very entertaining event, and some people was mad about getting their money's worth, but you know.
But like you said, that is kind of like the story with Floyd Mayweather fights. At this point, you know what it is.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people like me though, they were hoping that he would knock him out, since he's just an amateur trying to act like he on this dude's level, and he's one of the greatest fighters.
Yeah, and just when these Floyd fights come up, sometimes people just want to see him lose. He is whatever, and
yeah.
If he would have had that one, they'd have been like, oh yeah,
this would have been the best.
He would have lost that one.
I thought you just
Floyd
talking
had
in
way
general.
more to lose, because if Floyd would have lost, man, oh bro, we would never hear the end of this, man.
50 Cent be clowning him, he'll post all stuff, which would actually be pretty funny.
He better not get knocked out.
Yeah,
bro, that'd be bro.
But yeah, a lot of drama, a lot of theatrics with this. Of course, they did all this to sell a fight, and they had some interesting marketing that they did, you know, with the hat stealing stuff. Somebody else who's decided to take some interesting marketing with his new single, or new song, I guess. I don't know if it's technically a single, but T.I., he dropped a music video for his song where he's getting at the people that are accusing him and his wife of sexual assault. And of course, the woman, Sabrina Peterson, who said that he pulled a gun out on her. Caught me off guard a little bit with Tip doing that. What'd you think about it, man?
Yeah, I didn't see that coming either. And why would he just make a song? I don't know. But I felt like he had to address his side even more, you know?
Yeah, she was saying like, oh, you victim shaming, but I'm like, well, if he trying to say he didn't do it, you know, then he not really victim shaming. He just saying I didn't do that. That's not true to me. And you know, I mean, he probably wanted to do it after the girl told him to you gotta apologize in 7 days, and talking all reckless stuff,
making demands. Where do you even get this from?
And so he said, all right, I'm gonna put this video out, and I'm gonna take a snippet of you saying that and put it in the video.
What do I get from this? I'm thinking from T.I., what do I get from this? Like,
I apologize for nothing.
Attack on my name, you know?
Now she did say if he apologized, she'll leave him alone. She don't want no money. So does that mean anything? Do you kind of believe her story a little bit more if she's not trying to get any money?
This makes this feel even more like character assault. Like, what is it even for? You don't want money. You just want to slander her name.
She wanted to bring awareness to what he was doing. Now, you know, I look at T.I., and don't get me wrong, I could definitely see T.I. pulling a gun on a female. But as far as that sexual assault stuff, I think everybody's always known who T.I. and Tiny were. They like to get other couples or other people in the bedroom with them. So I don't know. People have talked about it so much. It'd be kind of weird if it was like if these people were just being forced into it, you know?
Yeah.
Assaulted. You would think as much as everybody talk about it that somebody would have been said something, but who knows? Maybe they didn't feel like they could. You know, we got the Me Too stuff now. People getting a little bit more braver, speaking out.
Well, now that it's been addressed, and she even said that if it's really a nigga issue and more people come out, this will do it. But at the same time, if it's not, then you're gonna be looking like the fool after all of this, you know?
Yeah, but you need proof too. You can't just have people coming out. You gotta have some proof.
He had a line in there that said something like the receipts are gonna tell the truth, and like,
yeah.
So he seems to not be backing down about this. So
now he said he retiring after this, man. He said this is gonna be his last album. So you think that's another reason why he decided to put this in his music? This might be like one of the last few chances to express his creativity about this?
I think this is one of those, any publicity is publicity. You got it now. The tension, the lens is on you.
Right.
Let me do what I do with it.
Okay. Nah, I can definitely see that, man. So yeah, T.I., him and Tiny, they having some problems with these women. But it seems like the marriage is still strong. Now, on the other hand, we have comedian Gary Owens, who is having issues. He's going through what now has become a very nasty divorce, where his wife is putting him on blast and saying he hasn't been able to support, he hasn't paid any bills. She pretty much said he's a bum ass nigga. What is your take on this?
Wow. So it's just comedy a week ago, man. The Black Thanksgivings, pulling up to the reunions, and now, like, wow, it's like he might be exiled. I don't know. You don't have to like him or all these accusations. You don't pay your child support.
Jesus.
Like, you gotta come back on some of these, man. She said some pretty harsh things.
She did. I'm surprised. You know, I had heard that they were getting a divorce, but I just thought it was gonna be like a cool little separation thing. I didn't know but he wanted a black woman, so he got a black woman.
Just hitting the character. You are not a good guy. You're a deadbeat. Oh man, this is some stuff, bro.
Nah, the elegance of it, and what she said, you've shown the lack of care for me, maintaining the financial stability and sole emotional support for your kids. I'm like, Jesus, man, you poetically dissing this dude, man. She barred him. She said she ain't paid no gas, no groceries, no insurance, no nothing. And
not just, I feel like he has to come out and address some of this, because so much of his content is kind of just formed around in a lot of black relationship social settings, you know what I'm saying? Lots of his comedy, so. And not a knock at his comedy, because I thought I've laughed at it at times, bro. He's been on BET a few times, like, okay.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's funny, I can laugh at us. That's why I like, stuff like that don't offend me. I know it does offend a lot of people, but I can laugh at us. And he always says it in a way where he's coming from, like, just in shock of it. Like, it was a culture shock to him, and it's a different, and not necessarily, he's not putting anything down. He's just like, wow, I didn't know this was like this.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's like that video where they show, like, the white people going to a black barbecue for the first time. Sometimes a lot of things would be a culture shock, and he's taking that, which is something that's funny when you think about it, and he's putting it in his stand-up. I mean, but now, he's not gonna have no family reunions no more.
Yeah, and you just don't associate White Zaddy with deadbeat all the time, huh? So this is just one of those. It's like, dang.
He's got a little too much into the black culture.
Now you can taste to that side.
Now he deadbeating his kids.
Oh,
golly.
You coming at him.
How we gonna corrupt him into the bad black stuff? You come over here now, you the deadbeat to your kids? She said he ain't seen his daughter for 6.5 months. He ain't seen his son in 4 months. I'm like, golly. That's crazy, man. Gary. Now Gary tripping, man. I was hoping when I heard that, I don't know, he always talking about it. I was hoping that maybe they could work it out, but it definitely seems like, I don't know if he's just feeling himself with the little bit of fame he got or what is going on, but yeah, definitely it seems like she do need to leave that nigga if you're not providing for her. I don't like putting personal relationship stuff on blast for everybody to see. We always talk about that. We ain't supposed to be able to hear all that stuff.
Right, yeah.
What does you saying that to the world do?
you're not a recognized name. You're not a celebrity. You know, you take that to the courts and you tell the courts all that, and then you take it what happens with that. But now you got, you know, your kids have to be exposed to this. Their friends are gonna see this. It's embarrassing.
Even in the article, it don't say her name. It says Gary Owens' wife. You know what
Exactly.
I mean?
Exactly.
So,
My Duke, because her last name is Duke, so she My Duke. But yeah, so like, when people do that, I understand it's an emotional response. You may not always be thinking straight, clearly about it, but when you do that, you gotta remember, when you open the world up to your personal issues, then you open them up to give an opinion.
yeah, the criticism,
right.
critique. You gotta,
Yeah, like we doing right now.
yeah. Only because it's there. If it wasn't there, we couldn't do it.
We wouldn't know.
So.
Because we didn't know. Because
Right.
this has been going on. She said months of stuff. So we didn't know, and we wouldn't have known. And regardless of us knowing or not, this situation is what it is. Just do what you said you're going to do. Take them to court. Handle it that way. And y'all never got to talk to each other again.
You don't gotta hit the character like that.
Right.
That was a lot for the world.
Right. But y'all still got kids, and you don't want to, first of all, you don't embarrass them, because people going to be saying stuff to them like, oh, dang, I know your daddy wasn't paying, but that's embarrassing. And then you don't want to make them hate him. You want them to have a better relationship. But even if he gonna stay out of their life, you know, you still would want them to
in there.
be
You
respectful.
thinking about his career. What if he's trying to go back on tour and stuff, and now he can't do it because of this.
Yeah, you crazy. You need to get that comedy money from him when you're about to get divorced. Get that alimony, girl. Don't mess your money up. Can't take that. You can't do that to this man. This guy has black audiences who support him because of you. So if they see you ain't rocking with him more, they might just turn on him. I don't like relationships ending, but clearly from what all has happened with this, they need to be separated. You know,
Separate.
online arguing is never good, whether it's with a loved one or it's with a fan. As rapper JT from the City Girls just found out, so she was asked by a fan to repost a dress that her friend made that was made to look exactly like the dress that JT wore for her birthday. Now she told the girl, I already did that and I don't want to post anymore, leave me alone. The girl then took to social media to air out their DMs and try to tear down her character. And all I wanted her to do was post this one thing, and she said she did, but I don't see it because Instagram would have told me. And I would just be like, bro, what's up with the entitlement, man, of the fan? Like, what? She don't owe you nothing. That's how I feel. How you feel?
It's my page. I can post what I want. All right. So whether I do, if I say no, if I say yes or say no, it's still feel like it's their choice, you know.
Now, real talk, how you finna get mad at me?
I'm entitled to repost it. It's a good gesture. I'm glad you thought about me and rage or whatever. But shoot, my page, what? And I feel like she doesn't get anything from that per se. What is JT getting from reposting a fan's thing like
just
that?
Being nice. You know, if JT was to post that for you, she didn't do it because she had to, because she's not obligated to do anything for you. It's a nice gesture, and you're supposed to show appreciation if you get it, and if you don't get it, so what? You're not owe nothing. You know how many people probably ask her for stuff? You're the special one that's supposed to get it, all right? You know how many people probably talk to this girl, been DMing her, can you do this for me? Can you do da? If she don't ever even look at that, who are you? You asking her for a favor. Remember that. She not asking you to do nothing for her.
And just from, I guess, the other time she was getting into it with fans about what she says and this and that, I feel like she was already kind of in that spot to feel this way about, like, man, on edge, kind of, you know.
Yeah. I can definitely see that too. You know, if you got people coming at you all the time, man, it's just like, and then you tell the girl, nah, I already posted, I ain't posting it again, and she gonna air y'all, try to, tear your character down. After, now they say that she did post it, she posted a long time ago, she just didn't at the girl or nothing, so that's why they didn't see it. But, you're not owed anything, and I just wish that people would realize that if a celebrity gives you any type of 2 seconds of attention, they don't know you. So you should be grateful for what you got, because you asked for it. You asked for something, so whatever happens, happens. There's too many entitled and selfish people who think that the world belongs to them. Women. A lot of selfish, entitled women who think the world belongs to them. And they don't want to hear a no. And when they do that, act like a little child, throw a temper tantrum, and post everything online. She was mean to me. She didn't do what I wanted. Bro, don't belong to you. Oh, that woman can do or not do whatever she want to do. What you gonna do about it? Don't follow her no more. Then don't be a friend. Don't be a fan. Don't listen to the music.
Don't have a hot girl summer or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Tell your ass to make that dress. Now I'm obligated to do something because you decided I want to make a dress. I didn't ask you to do that. Living my life over here. I might not want nobody else on my page. It's my page.
Man.
These people are weird, bro. There's some weird people. It's like a weird era of people who just do weird stuff and want things for no reason, and they think that they're supposed to get it because. Weird stuff, man. I do not like that. I just don't like that at all. Yeah, so, but I guess pretty much what you with me on that, E?
I'm with it. I'm with JT too. Like, my page, get up out of here. Don't talk to me like this. Do what I want to do on my page.
Yeah,
you know
that's what it is. Alright, now, I guess we about to disagree with each other. Next. Because now we talking about somebody who I have been very critical of on here. But this time, surprisingly, I'm on her side. I'm Monique. Bonnet Gate. So, she said she was at the airport. She was going I forgot what state she was in for her show, comedy show. And she said at the airport she saw a lot of black women with their bonnets on at the airport, their pajamas, and she just told women, hey, you should present yourself the way that you want the world to view you. And everybody went off, mind your business, yada 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 yada. Remember, these are the same people who was making fun of Derrick Jackson's wife when she had the little bonnet on the video and saying you gonna come on looking any type of way. But now when a black woman who is just trying to tell you something to better yourself speaks to you, you get an attitude about that.
I'm starting to get a split program on this, but the first one.
What you think?
First one, I just want to feel like you should just be comfortable on the flight, all right? So whatever you wear, I don't know why. You're probably not going to the club or nothing. You're not going out. I'm just going on the plane and getting off. And
people used to wear suits to get on the plane.
Yeah, you know. And then that's the other part though. You know, I think Monique has been put into an elderly kind of elderly role, calling her auntie, and people are looking to her for that wisdom. It's like maybe she just sees this as I don't think this is a good look from that view. You know, we can do better. We can make ourselves be more upkempt type deal, or we can show ourselves more highly somehow. You know, and I think she's just addressing that in her thing. So.
I mean, the thing is, like, when people see you, though, the first thing they see is your attire, and whether it's right or wrong, you get a judgment based off of what you dress like. So if you dress like a bum, people gonna think you a bum. And who knows, you might have been able to get a good opportunity with somebody if you had dressed a little nicer, maybe start a little better of a conversation. You know, it's not always about getting the man, but maybe you could have got one man that day if you dressed a little nicer. You didn't look so mean with your little scrunchy ass shower cap on your head. You know. It's just a little effort that you gotta put into. Don't know, man. You know, if you see a man with a do-rag walking around, you gonna look at him funny.
Yeah. Do you really feel like these women want to be talked to when they're at the airport though?
I mean, like I said, it's not always about that. I said or just, you know, just opportunities, or just how way you present yourself and how people take you in and talk back to you. And you know, it's that's what it's more so about. Maybe it was
just enough of them. Maybe it was just so many people at the airport, and it was just like every black person I see is just waking up. I guess not getting out of bed. That's what it looks like to her. Maybe, you know.
It's nothing wrong with wanting to be comfortable on the airport. You know, I don't think I dress extravagant when I get on the airplane, but I dress nice. I try to wear something that's nice. First of all, usually I'm going somewhere, so the people I see, that's the first thing they're gonna see of me. And then when I'm coming back, the people I haven't seen, that's the first thing that they're going to see me when I come back to them. Not to mention all the people who I got to be around on the airplane. And you just want to conduct yourself in a way that people, if somebody wants to say something to you, you know, they come at you correct already. You know, we all make, we human beings, we make judgments. We generalize, we do all that stuff. We compartmentalize everything to make it easier to read. So it's not about, oh, you gotta look at what's on the inside. I don't have time to look at what's on the inside. I can see what's on the outside.
Yeah. And I feel, you know, maybe from her perspective, the outside looking in, if that's all you saw. These guys are on the plane, you know, I could just see that being an interesting perspective. Like all these black people, and they all have this on. Right?
Yeah.
Because then, you know, if white people or somebody start picking it up, cultural appropriation, they just start rocking them. You know what I mean? Like, no, it's not right. You know, you know, they would be on that about you know, the appropriation. Whenever it's cool till it's not cool type of deal. You know, so you're right. We got to set the standard. It's up to us to even address it. Shout out Monique for addressing this. Maybe this is a thing, and then we got to set that standard if that's where we need it to be. You know, take her elderly wisdom for what it is.
Nah, definitely, man. You know, Kevin Samuels was like, y'all women is really fighting to look like bums. Y'all really fighting for the right to look like bums. Like, what are we arguing over anymore? You know, what are we really saying? You mad because somebody told you to try to better yourself and look a little nicer when you step outside?
Hey, maybe they're not ready for that criticism, right? Huh?
Women ain't ready for no criticism. You can't tell them nothing. They don't want to hear nothing. They just perfect the way they is. But we can be criticized, but we not doing right. That's the norm, you know. You watch movies and TV shows. They always got the mom who's like the smart person and the dad who's like the screw up who can't do nothing right. It's like a goof. Like, how could I survive without you? And that's the way society has trained it. But it's really sad when you have an older black woman, that same black woman that y'all was so in love with, and was like, oh my God, Netflix is doing her so dirty, and Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels and Oprah, everybody's so evil to her. And now when she comes to y'all and be like, out of love, this is how I feel. Y'all trying to get mad? If you want to be a bum, then be a bum. You know, at this point, whatever you want to do. But don't come over here the next time you see another man's wife with a bonnet on her head, and then y'all clowning her for wearing that bonnet. So y'all know that look is her way, but you just want to be mad for the sake of being mad. I don't rock with it, but you don't mind the bonnet, huh?
On a plane, just be comfortable. You know what I mean?
You want your woman to go out in a bonnet with you?
Oh man, I want to be comfortable and get to the location, man. Like, if it's an issue, it's an issue though. Like, this is not a line I would address, but like I said, older elders, women in our communities, like, hey, maybe this doesn't look so good. Maybe you need to take some accountability to that. Maybe we can look at ourselves and say, hey, can we do a little better?
There needs to be some standards. We have standards all the time of what we supposed to do, how supposed to act, all that stuff. Need some standards for them. These women right today are spoiled, rotten. So I ain't rocking with it, man. I'm sorry. Some standards, 2021 and beyond. We got standards now. We setting standards for y'all. Ain't no more free ride for y'all. All right, so that's what that is, man. But yeah, I think that might be it for today. E, you got anything else you want to say?
Nah.
Okay. Well, you know, thank you all so much for tuning in and taking in our whack wisdom. We hope that you return to us next week to get a little bit more of that. And if there's nothing else, this is the WACCast podcast, and we are whacking off.
It's the WACCast podcast. Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.
Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.
It's the WACCast podcast. Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.
Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.